freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. We didn't pass it on to our children in the bloodstream. The only way they can inherit the freedom we have known is if we fight for it, protect it, defend it, and then hand it to them with the well-taught lessons of how they in their lifetime must do the same. And if you and I don't do this, then you and I may well spend our sunset years telling our children and our children's children what it once was like in America when men were free.
Hey everybody, Cheryl Todd here from Gun Freedom Radio, and I am at the awesome 2021 She Never Quit event in the great state of Texas. And I want to introduce you to someone that I've just met, one of my new best friends. This is Carolina Sizemore. Thank you so much for being here and for all you do. You are a volunteer with Trinity Oaks, which owns the facility, this beautiful facility that I wish I could show you more of. It's a gorgeous hunting cabin and the grounds are amazing. So you're a volunteer with Trinity Oaks. How did that happen? What does Trinity Oaks do?
Well, thank you for asking, and thank you for having me, Cheryl. This is really exciting to share my passion and what She Never Quits is bringing here to Texas at Trinity Oaks Thumbtack Ranch. Trinity Oaks organization is actually founded on the premise that they can bring health and healing to people by bringing them into the outdoors. And so they do dream trips for terminally ill, they do veterans events, and then like this they have other outside activities where we're bringing in all of these women and sharing the beautiful magnificence of South Texas to promote healing and empowerment to women here at the She Never Quits event.
Oh wow, that's amazing. And you know, when you talk about getting into the outdoors, and the healing part of just being in nature, that's one thing. But then the events that are part of the She Never Quit event are things that, you know, have been called like almost like a no-no in society these days, right? We're gonna get to go, I'm gonna throw a hatchet, people. A first time, I'm gonna do that safely with somebody that knows how to do it and show me. We're gonna shoot handguns, we're going to shoot shotguns, and this is available to women who have done it all their lives or the brand new first time person. And being able to open that up, there's a lot of facilities that they buy into that whole, oh, it's a no-no, and I am so appreciative that that's not the case here.
Right, exactly, and that's what was so exciting. So last year, because my husband is on the board of Trinity Oaks, I was scholarship to come to She Never Quits. I was so transformed by the instruction of some Olympian instructors, these professional, competitive shooters, that I thought, I have to fight for this. I have to advocate for other women because, Cheryl, I think you and I were talking earlier that when I left last year, I felt like if I felt the same way in high school and college that I felt after handling these firearms so succinctly, so cautiously, carefully, and the instruction that I had that actually made me feel safe and in control of the firearm, what different mindset or boundaries would I have held in high school and college?
Wow. I mean, you could say that 9 more times. Seriously. And I don't know that it would really give it the impact that it deserves. Right? The empowerment of being able to protect ourselves.
Yes.
Right? The strength, the inner strength that we feel when we can command this tool and that tool, instead of being taught to be fearful of tools that can actually put food on our table.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And protect our families.
Yes. And you're right, we have like this paradigm that needs to be shifted in our society because we grow up, and I hate to say it, but a lot of us as women, timid of handling a firearm, and we always feel like the firearm or the other person wielding the firearm has more power than we do. But with this safe instruction, we recognize that the power is actually within us, and that's what's changed because I have fought for over a decade for the rights and transformation of victims and survivors of human trafficking. I deal with young women that come out of at-risk homes and situations, domestic violence, and I thought, what a great tool, what a great opportunity to take into those girls' lives and begin to teach them that they are actually stronger than they think they are, that they actually have more power than they ever thought they could or even imagined was possible. So now I get to do that. Now I get to take young women out and teach them what I've learned here, and it's transformational. I mean, I had a young woman that actually decided that she was not going to follow the same cycle as her mom and her family, and she was going to shoot for a higher goal to go to be the first one in her family to go to college, because we taught her how to use a firearm, and she harvested her first animal last year, and she's like, if I can do this, what can I not do?
That is amazing, and I love twice now you've used the word transformational. That's a huge word, right? That's not just like, well, it was a fun weekend.
No.
Right? This is, I have a whole new mindset.
Yes.
I have pathways available to me that I did not even realize. And those are opened. Why and how? Connecting with other women, right? Being mentored by other women in a safe environment, in a fun environment. It's incredible what can happen when people open up their minds and open up their lives to each other. And that is what you've done by volunteering your time. Our time is our most precious commodity.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And when you volunteer that and give of that to someone else, that is amazing. And thank you so much for that. I really admire that. And so what do you think was your driving passion to bring you to volunteer, not only for Trinity, but then to connect with She Never Quit for now the second year?
Well, I think it's what I told you, like even at my age, I recognized that there was something different in me after I had the instruction that I did, and I didn't have that fear, I didn't have that timidity, and I've always aspired to be the woman that I never had in my life.
Oh, wow.
And so I like to be that mentor for these other young women, and this was just one more tool in my tool belt. And I thought if I could take this experience and pass it on to the next generation. I mean, we live in Texas, and all the states,
right?
We think that we would be the experts, and I think it still has the misperception that this is a man's world. And so I want to change that as well, and I want to show these young women that they have as much capability and just as much right to bear arms and go out and be confident in handling them for the right reasons as anyone else does.
Absolutely. I love that. Thank you so much for spending this time with us and for being here this weekend. I'm so excited to have met you. I can't wait to share all that we're going to share this weekend. Can you tell folks how they can continue to follow your journey as well as the journey of Trinity Oaks?
Yes. You can find Trinity Oaks, their mission, vision, and all of the events that they hold at trinityoaks.org, or also follow them on social media. Personally, for my fight against human trafficking in South Texas and my mentoring, you can find me at carolinasizemore.com.
Fantastic. Carolina, thank you so much. Stick around. We have so much more coming up on Gun Freedom Radio.